We are closing out Black History Month with a bang here on Philly Live. When you think of a legendary singer, Billie Holiday, some may think of her beautiful voice. Others may think of her pain and trauma and her early death. But the United States versus Billie Holiday doesn't just tell her life story. It shows that not all civil rights leaders led marches. Some, like Holiday, used the stage to fight for their rights. And I recently got the chance to chat with the incomparable Lee Daniels about bringing this raw and uncut story to life.
Reporters keep asking me, Billie, why you do the things you do? This is what I tell them.
Mr. Lee Daniels is in the house. Lee, I have to say, this film was incredible. It was real, it was raw, it was honest. It had that Philly grit, but it also showed pain, it showed trauma, it showed racism. Why did you want to hop on and join this project?
Because that's how we do in Philly. You know what I mean? Why did I want to jump on? Because I don't think that anybody understood that she was also a Philly girl. And that she really began the civil rights movement as we know it to be. She was Black, she was queer, she was a baller, she was from Philly, and she was standing up to the government.
I think we should integrate the audience for this show. Let's change it up a little bit. You know, blacks and whites sitting together.
We have to talk about this talented cast, starting with Andra Day. What was it like to work with her, and why did you decide to choose her, knowing that this was her first major role ever?
I mean, Andra she really trusted me, and it was some pretty scary scenes, you know, the nudity, the graphic nudity. We had to tell that part of Billie's story, otherwise it wouldn't ring true. And so she was a soldier. She understood it was for the bigger picture and really honoring Billie Holiday. So that's sort of the reason why. That's the reason why.
I'm sure her voice played a part in.
Duh, yeah, the voice. The voice is everything.
Southern trees.
Get her off that stage.
Andra's rendition of Strange Fruit, it was so magnificent. Just talk about how significant that song is to Billie Holiday's story.
Listen, I didn't even know the song. You know, I did know the song, but I didn't really know the song. First time I heard the song was the Locust Street Theater. It wasn't until 40 years later that I really understood the impact. It is an ugly song because it's about an ugly subject matter. It's vile. It's about Black people being lynched.
Why is the government always after you?
My song, Strange Fruit.
There was such a thing that hadn't been invented yet or created yet, and that was the civil rights movement.
Daniels also spoke about the significance of working with Black creatives throughout his life.
It's really important that, you know, Black people were all along my journey, have been in front of the camera and in back of the camera, being hired as writers, being hired as directors, being hired as DPs.
And as for the role Philly played in his journey,
I am Philadelphia, if that makes any sense at all. Everything that I do is from the lens of a Philadelphian, a Black Philadelphian, a gay Black Philadelphian, and so I have to honor from where I come in. I don't know any other way.
That's right. Shout out to Philly. I asked Lee what type of film he wants to do next, and he said horror. And he wants to shoot it right here in Philadelphia. Again, the United States versus Billie Holiday is now streaming on Hulu.